What is happening, folks? It's your boy Metal coming back to you. Another video. Hey, TinMan Tactical and Apparel here, doing a gear review. This is the Mardingtop 30 liter I talked about before. Got this puppy out, got some time on it. Want to take and go over the whole workings of it. Not necessarily like a gear list thing, even though you're going to see equipment and stuff that I put in here to use. But it's more of a, check this thing out, see what it's about. Obviously not one of my own bags, but something on the lower scale of cost that you guys could purchase quickly, easily through the Amazons or whatever, and have something to utilize for the upcoming struggle. Quick note here. This is my helmet. It's just a bump cap, nothing fantastic, something to keep me from busting out my, beautiful luscious locks of hair here and busting my dome. Anyway, this has one of my TinMan helmet covers. Scrim, just threw the CP camo on there. I will have other camos that I can throw on here, but I sell these as kits, so that way you can kit it out whatever type you want with whatever type of helmet you have. Working with the high cuts now, working on something to be able to do like the mesh style. They're like the full ears and everything. You don't have the attachment points, so I'm working on stuff like that so we can get that taken care of. Once I'm able to get my website and everything up and running and everything going, then I'll be able to actually take orders. And I'm trying to set things up in a way that I can best protect my customers and not have so much of a digital footprint. If y'all catch my drift, you can order through a website and everything, but everything else is offline if you catch my drifts. Anyway, to the pack. First of the reviews I'm doing here. I have a couple more videos I'm going to be doing. An EDC sling bag that I use, as well as a tactical-ish, but not tactical-ish, alpha male satchel. Some people may call it a fanny pack, or SOE calls theirs a fupa. I call it my satchel because Indiana Jones always had a satchel, and Indiana Jones is cool. So let's go on with this pack. So this is a Mardingtop 30 liter. Cost me roughly around 50 bucks. It does come with hydration capability, so you can set up a water bladder inside of it and run the tube out. I've just taken a piece of shock cord and a little keeper, put an extra attachment point to run the water down a little bit further for the valve. I do like having my valve a little bit lower. That way I have more room. If I'm wearing more gear or winter stuff or whatever, more bulk, I can run it all the way down and I have it lower. I like that. It does have a chest strap. The buckles do have bungee to them. One thing I would like to have seen differently on this pack is the waist strap. I would have liked that if they would have made these straps here a little bit thicker, a little bit wider, rather than just like the 1 inch or 3/4 inch or whatever it is. Make it a little bit wider, because it does ride a little bit high to keep it from cutting into you. The buckles seem to be doing okay. No complaints there. The buckles are all right. Maybe just make them a little bit beefier, but I mean, for 50 bucks, you can't really go wrong. It's doing pretty good. Plenty of attachment points along here. They have the webbing in the front, so you can hook up whatever you need to hook up through here. Does have some adjustments that you can make to it as far as like ride height for your sternum strap here. You can up and down that. All in all, the ride on it's pretty good. It does not have a frame. It's only a 30 liter. It does have a hard back, as I think you can hear there. It does have the hard back to it, so it will allow you to have some kind of like frame edge comfort kind of deal. But besides that, it rides pretty nice. It does, conform to your body. Has a decent carry handle here, drag handle. Pretty decent stitching. I mean, for what it is, nothing to seriously write home about and be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But it does have decent stitching on the top of it. Pretty well reinforced up here. As we go to the outside of the bag on this side, we have a pouch here for a water bottle. I just stuck a wobber dobble in there, and does have cinches on it. It has another strap on the bottom here, riding underneath in case you need to strap anything. Does have 4 straps that go around to help secure the load on this side too. I threw a molly pouch on here that contains pouch I use. I've gone over this in my Warrior Collective videos. I keep a mesh net, jute twine, and some other accoutrements in here in case I need to throw up a hasty hide or something like that. I have something if I need something to break up my outline or whatever. I have this. I can tie it up and use it as a hide, kind of like a screen and a hide. Anyway, it's got the strapping on the side. We also have vertical molly here, so in case you need to put anything across here. Is it huge? By no means. It's not huge at all. This is only a 30-liter pack. Some might say it's a combat pack or an assault pack or something like that, and that's what I'm utilizing it for. Something like that, as you're going to see as I go through here. In the back, it does have some more molly, a couple D-rings along the way, has some more molly at the bottom here, and it does have bottom straps that you can cinch something up underneath. It's not huge, so it's not like you're going to be able to fit a whole sleeping system up underneath it or something. Depending on how big your sleeping system is, you might be able to. But for what I have, it doesn't fit under there. Might be able to get like a tarp or something under there, and that's about it. It does have 2 small external pockets, which I will get into, and it has a bottom. I really like this bottom thing, and it's got little holes here for drain, so that way get it wet, you can drain it out. I did purchase a pack cover for this, for rain cover. I also have one of my TinMan tactical pack covers in here for the scrim. This little thing I really like because of this. Undo your buckles. If I can ever find the zippers, where did I put them? There they are. As this opens up. Hello. How are you? Yeah, I'm autistic. Anyway, in the bottom here, you can put magazines. Keep them separate from everything else. This pocket, I don't know if they intended it to be that way, but it is a little bit padded. I like that. And I can put magazines in here. Just got some 33s for the Glock. I can put the magazines down here in their separate compartment. I don't have to mess with digging through to get to them or anything, or trying to set them on top. And magazines are heavy with the ammunition, so it sets down heavier. So I don't want to squish everything in my pack, but I want to have them easy accessible. I can have one of my boys unzip this, reach in there, pull out this compartmentalized bag of standard capacity freedom dispensers and just hand it to me, and I can refill and drop my empties in here and stick them back in. So that gives me this whole bottom compartment. It's a good size. It does expand the pack from the top, so this will go down all the way. This does expand down, so the length of the pack becomes more. Now, if you stick something from underneath it, it sticks up, like if you were throwing a pair of boots or something in there, that'd obviously poke up into the main compartment. So just something to be aware of with that. I don't know if it's good or bad. So far, everything with that has worked well for me, so I'm not complaining. On the top here, got all kinds of shock cord. There's some Velcro here, hook and loop. I just threw a old stereotypical Punisher American flag patch on there because I think one of the kids got that for me a few years ago, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll throw it on there. Anyway, got a zipper compartment out here. This zipper compartment opens up, and you have some storage in here that you can put. I have some 10-round magazines in here. I put some Cologne sticks out here, survival saw, things like that. It has a pocket here, and there is a little hooky thing here that I have carabiner, and I have tubular nylon connected to this. If I need it, I just pull it out. I'm not trying to unload the pack and everything right now, but I have that set up in here, and I got a decent amount of stuff. I mean, I got 2 10-round mags, a big thing of tubular nylon, a couple party favors, you know, nothing massive and spectacular. Little commando saw I stuck in here because those things do come in handy quite a bit for different things. A couple extra cologne sticks. You could expand, you know, call this an admin pouch because you can put pens down in here and you're right in the rain and stuff like that. But it does have a decent sized pouch on the outside. Next, we move on to the middle pouch. The middle pouch is got the pack cover for the rain. Able to stick my little dump pouch, roll up dump pouch in here that I can attach to any pack or anything. Water kit for treatment, a couple bladders in there, some treatment pills, filters and stuff. And it's got this big mesh pocket in here. Got some butt wipes, got some right in the rain, got some, looks like batteries. Yeah, I got my batteries in here. I got some cologne sticks down in here. So it's got a decent amount of area to pack stuff if you need to. So you stick that in there. Get this all put back because I don't feel like repacking it later because I'll be busy later. Then it gets us into the main compartment, the main show. You undo one more buckle over here. Now, like I said, this is not a pack that's costing a few $100s. This is a pack that's costing $50, okay? It's pretty substantial for what it is. I'm going to get up here. So I said I have my Tin-Man pack cover. This is my pack cover I use on the outside. It's a little plug for my pack covers I make, but I can simply take this thing, and it has a bungee at the bottom. It's all shock cord, and it's got a little keeper here, and it is reversible. So if I'm looking at winter time, I can go to the lighter side. If it's fall, spring, summer, I can use the outer. It just goes over the pack like so. Pull that over there, just a bungee keeper, and now the scrim breaks up the outline of the pack, and I can put my rain cover on and throw it over top of this. As long as you have like a base tone, like a tan, a green, even a gray, a light gray, these covers work well for camoing and breaking up the outline. So enough about that guy for right now. Back into the review of the pack. The zippers, they do have these nylon paracord pulls. I really like that. I do kind of wish they had like the rubberized handles on them so you could just grab it and rip it. But I've yanked on these things pretty good, and they seem to be holding up pretty well. As this pack opens up, there's not a lot of like compartmentalization inside the pack itself. So as you can see here, I'm a fan of compartmentalizing everything myself. Right on top, I just stick my IFAK in here. Poncho right handy. Night vision, extra socks, extra batteries, all that. Even though I have a bag wrapped around my night vision inside there, one of those thin Faraday bags, I put it in a zippered case. It's waterproofed in there. And then I have this bag on the outside just to compartmentalize it so I can see, hey, how many batteries do I have? Yeah, I only got one pair of socks left. So on. Easy to see in here. Easy to get in here. If I have to rip that bag open, I can just rip it open. No harm, no foul, because I have a couple other Ziplocs and some other pouches. GP pouch for like admin tools, things like that. I do have some basic survival type stuff in here. Paracord, demo tripwire, extra water bladder, some water treatment, bug spray, all that kind of good stuff. Extra cords, hot hands. I love my hot hands. Multi-tool and all the drives I need. Got all that in the GP. Goes in here. I keeping right now just to show how deep you can actually go. This is a Kershaw Camp 10. I love this thing. Not a review on it, but I've gone over this in my knife video for the Warrior Collective. Great freaking tool. Love this tool. I have a little bag in here that has an extra set of gloves and an extra hat, should I need a toboggan hat for any reason. I have a stocking cap, whatever you want to call it, toque, extra bandanas, stuff like that. I keep in this because, well, frankly, sometimes you might need it. And with this bag, if something happens to this, I can download everything into here. And then last but not least, I have a rifle and pistol cleaning kit. Keep this guy in there just because you gotta have everything you need in one kit. My 5.56, my 6.5 Grendel, 6.5 Creedmoor, my 9mm can all be serviced from this pack and the tools that I have in my GP pouch. I can do basically anything I need. Now, inside the pack, I have my hydration, and I have an inline Sawyer filter. I also keep some extra wipes, extra bandanas, and a sleeve insulator for my water bladder. Help keep it warm, help keep it cool, whichever. It hangs in the top here with Velcro. It's not like super Velcro or anything, but it's enough to hold it to keep it from falling down into the pouch here. With it not having the drains in this compartment, but having them in the bottom compartment, it's very important to have that rain cover to go over top of this thing. Inside, you can see they have some extra stitching and dots in here, so that way they can stitch over it and it reinforces those areas. So they are reinforcing points in this bag. The Molly stitching on the inside, for the outside, you can see it. All in all, not bad of a pack. I actually really like it. Putting it through its paces, and I'll have more on that later. But so far, this 30 liter is holding up really well. I really like it. I'm really tempted to get one of their 60 liters. Like, I got all these packs in the tan. I'm thinking about getting the 60 liter in an OD green. Just that way I have an intermediary, if I can English today. Holy cow. Something between this and something between the big one, which is going to be my next video. That's got a lot of features to that one. So that's going to be a little bit longer video, I feel. But that way I have something intermediary that I may not need a salt, but I may not need a full, week-long kit in a 75 liter. I might just need a 60 liter that kind of bridges the gap between both. I found 50 liters are kind of useless for me. I like the 30s. I had another 30 that I was using, a SOG pack. It was a great pack. It just didn't ride right on me up here when I was wearing my chest. Hit my mic here. But anyway, when I'd wear my chest rigger, I'd wear my plate carrier. It didn't ride right. It kept like riding up my neck. Not, like I said, I'm not a big, huge dude or anything. So I couldn't really spread it out far enough to ride where I needed it to ride. The pack, however, does fit my wife really well. So it became her pack. For her and the dog. Now when we go on hikes or stuff like that, she has that pack to use and has all the special waters and feeders and everything for Magnus whenever we'd take him out. But this pack, all in all, I gotta say, for a cheap pack, I'm rating this one high because it's got a lot of really good features. It doesn't have too much. It doesn't have not enough. I mean, it's kind of like that special bowl of porridge for Goldilocks. I'm going to say this is riding just right so far with the things I like on it. You may have a different feel or a different vibe with it, but I encourage you, if you're looking for a pack just to get started out, this is a good assault pack to start out with. You're not wanting to drop several $100s on one. Yeah, basically $50, one and done, you're okay. This thing's survived pretty good for me. I mean, granted, I'm just strapping it to my back and crashing around the woods. I'm not tossing it about and running it over with a truck or dragging it behind a side-by-side down a dirt road. Not doing anything like that with it because that's foolish. But everything, I'd say, out of 10, I would probably give this a solid 8.7 to 9. Somewhere, somewhere in there. 8.8. Let's go 8.8. 8.8. Let's do that. I give this an 8.8. All in all, a really good pack. I have no true complaints about it and its performance. It's just a couple little things I'd like to tweak on it. But besides that, all in all, the Mardingtop 30 liter, 8.8 from your boy Metal. Worth the $50. I mean, you could probably sell this pack for 150 and get away with it, and it'd be good value. Yeah, I will recommend this pack. It's running good for me, and I'm gonna keep beating it until I make one of my own packs or I find something better. But anyway, this is the Mardingtop 30 liter. Going to be doing the 75 liter next, and also a couple other videos here. And make sure you tune into the podcast, the Tin Man TNA podcast on Spotify. Getting videos out there for you guys on that stuff. And yeah, have a lot of fun doing that. My heart's in podcasting. I blame Reaper for that. Reaper and Josiah. Josiah, my boy from Covert Breakout, and my brother Reaper from Warrior Collective. Been doing that for over a year now, and yeah, have a huge amount of fun doing that. Get to say things you can't on these platforms. Anywho, y'all have a great day, great evening, great night, great morning, whenever you're watching this. And make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things, share the channel, share the video, share the podcast, and just 5-star reviews and all that kind of good stuff. Help us grow this channel and reach other folks that are like-minded. All right, y'all folks have a great metal out.